Hello and welcome to Friday with Fiona. I'm having some technical problems, which is why you just got my hands today. I need to just get to grips with the microphone. If I have my face on, for some reason the microphone isn't working, so I'm still trying to sort that out. But thank you for joining me, and today I'm just finishing off my Brave Vikings selection. So I've got 3 here to show you of the girl. And 2 of them are you're strong and brave, you've got this. I've got some friends who've got some stuff going on at the moment, and then a happy birthday. So I've got everything prepped and ready, so it won't take too long. Thank you for joining me. The host code is there. If you shop in my online store and purchase £35 or above, I will send you everything to do the make and takes for the 3 cards for free, including the postage. And if you spend £50 or more, you'll also get a pack of embellishments. So thank you for joining me, and let's get cracking on this beautiful sunny spring day. So the first one, and the papers that we're using is the Abstract Beauty, but not the foiled sides, which is really interesting. I usually always go for the foils, but we're using the other sides. I just put an insert in there. So I've already die cut my designer series paper. That the measurements and everything will be on my blog a little bit later, www.stampingwithfiona.com. Why don't I just pop a banner with that on, and I think it's also got the host code. Yeah, there we go. So hopefully that's not too distracting. So I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus to pop this on. Whoa, I keep doing that lately. I'm going through an awful lot of seal because of that, so let's get rid of that. Might have to switch to, oh, this is so annoying. I was having no problems with it at all. Right, okay, I won't waste your time. I'll just use my seal, which I've got in my little caddy here. I do prefer the Seal Plus because I know it's not going to fall off the card, but as you can see, I wasn't pressing hard enough and it's just pulled the paper up, so that is a bit annoying. Right, there we go. So there's no right or wrong way with in terms of the direction, and I just need to have a little bit of a border in the mint macaron. So I think this is mint macaron and balmy blue, which is a lovely combination. There we go. Now I've also got one of my square doilies, and as you can see on my card, so it's clear. They come as a pack of clear, and then you can just use your blending brush to colour them. So I think I've done that in basic grey, so I'm just going to get my blending brush. What I might do actually, why don't we do that in, I know, let's try some Misty Moonlight because that's going soon. So we haven't got long left with it. Let's try some of that. Now most of it's going to be covered, it's just the half you're going to see, so it doesn't really matter. Let's try. That looks quite pale, doesn't it? Whereas before I used, I think it's the basic grey. Not sure if it's going to stand out or not. Let's see. When I put it under there, is it going to? I just think I'll just go over it once more. And you might notice that that one looks like it's curved, and all I did was to just cut a few bits off. So I'll just go over it one more time. Try and get it a bit darker. And you actually only see half, so I won't waste your time by doing the whole thing. I'll just do the half that's going to be visible. Turn that over. Right, that will do. Just pop this away because I'm bound to stick my hand in it. Clean that later, haven't I? So all I'm going to do is take my paper slips, whoops, and I've just cut so that I've got this curve. Yeah. Just trim that, make it so it's not so obvious that it's been cut. Okay, so back to my card base. Make sure it's the right way up, that would help. Now, let's just see, can I? Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that to the back of this. And that was cut from the, I think it's either the scallop contours, but I think it's more likely to be the Stitch So Sweetly. So as I said, the instructions and measurements and everything will be on my blog, so I will double check which one I use. It's a while ago since I made them. So I'm going to pop that over there. Just going to centre that first. I think I might need a bit more adhesive. There we go. Okay, then I've got my bit of white card and I just need to stamp my lady and colour her in and stamp the, oops, I'm getting everything, let's get that there. Okay, so I'm going to stamp my lady and the sentiment. So that one I've done, happy birthday, you've conquered another year. Sounds good. And the lady. Right, now because I'm using stamping blends, I need to stamp the outline in Memento. And then I can colour it in. So I'm doing her towards the bottom because the strip with the happy birthday is going to go across. And you see I've just got a bit of an outline there. So I'll see if my rubber won't work, then I'll just make sure I cover it with the little banner. So that's going to be happy birthday, you've conquered another year. I'm just going to centre that. Yay, relatively straight. And then what I did was I just literally cut to make the arrows. Just get that one back in the picture. So I'm just going to snip up the middle and cut. I don't know why everything's so much harder when you do it on video. My hand was shaking then. Right, that's one end. There we go. So that's my sentiment. And the paper snips are the best scissors I think I've ever used. Amazing. Right, so now I'm just going to colour her. So I've used, I think it's Smoky Slate. I'm going to use Grey Granite for a change. So because I stamped with the Memento, there's no running because the pens have got alcohol in. So if you use the others, then they run a bit. Let's do her bag in grey as well. Okay, let's make that a bit darker. There we go. Right, that was Grey Granite. Then her hair, I'm going to do light cinnamon cider, another in colour that's going soon. Only, well, the new catalogue comes out on the 1st, I think it's the 1st or 2nd of May. So literally 6 weeks we've got left of these in colours. We have them for 2 years. And I must admit, the ones that came out last year, I think it's the first time I've actually liked all 5 in colours. So I'm going to miss a couple, like particularly the Misty Moonlight, but really I'm not that fast, whereas next year I will be gutted at losing all 5. Right, so then the pool party I need. I think it was pool party. Maybe I'll do Coastal Cabana just to make her a little bit brighter on this one. Oh, that's Shaded Spruce. That's not Coastal Cabana. Whoops. I think I need to sort my pens out. Right, let's go back to pool party. A bit of shadow on her sleeve there. And one thing that we just got, which is going to be in the new annual catalogue, is a range, I think it's 10 pens, which gives us so much more options for skin colour. So you can see on that one, her skin is very, very pink. I think it probably needs to be a little bit paler than that. It's going to do the matching headband. Right, let's get the skin colours. So I'll try really, really pale on this time. So these ones don't actually even have colours, they've got numbers. This is number 800. No, that's too brown. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So it looks, but it will pale, it will lighten when it's dried. Maybe she's been in the sun. And contrast for the headband. Let's do some Just Jade. It was St. Patrick's Day yesterday, so that's probably why I'm thinking about greens. There we go. So that's my lady. I would normally spend a little bit more time colouring her in, but that's okay. So then she's just going to go on to, see if I can get this. Yes, I've got my Seal Plus working again. Okay. Just needed to give it a little rest. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in the middle of the stitching. It's almost like a little photo frame, picture frame. There we go. And then I'm just going to put that across to hide that mark with some dimensionals. So I want to use the big ones, but I got the mini ones by mistake. So it's been a busy day today. My March card club is going to go in the post on Monday, so I was making one of the videos today and I'll do the other one after this. And we were up early this morning. We were in the library just after it opened. So, okay, so I'm just going to angle this. That hides that little smear. There we go. And I'm still trying to use up my in colour gems because they're going to retire as well. So let's get some. I didn't put any on there. So evening evergreen, not evening evergreen, soft succulent. So I'm going to have one there and one there, and then let's have that right in the middle there. Fresh freesia. Right, so I'm just going to pop some on this one because, as I say, I'm trying to use them up. Well, I wanted to use them up without getting rid of them, but that one just popped off. So you can see on the one I've just done, I did much more of a flag end, and then let's pop fresh freesia in there. Okay, so happy birthday. That's one done. The next one is also using the Abstract Beauty, and again it's the let's get that out of the way, the non-foiled side. So I've already die cut my circle, and I've actually embossed that one with the latest stripes embossing folder, which is cool. And this time I'm using the grey granite ribbon. So I run out of this paper, so I'm going to use this. It's still the same colour, but it's just a slightly different pattern. So let's pop that up there. Let's get this onto the base. I'll make sure I push down really hard. Oh no, I did it again. Well, I think it must be the foil. It really doesn't like seal. There we go. Let's use normal seal. I think it must be the foiling. It's just catching. So I want to get the difference in shading because the bottom bit is going to be, oh, come off. The bottom bit is going to be covered with the circles, so get the difference in shadings. Whoa, that's seal. It's not supposed to be, but that's really sticking. Okay, let's try again. So I'm going to use my bigger dimensionals this time. got seal on my hand, but it just rubs off, so that's good. There we go. Now I need to stamp my lady before I put that on. So here she is. Get the memento out again. And not sure what pink I've used there. Let's have a look at the designer series paper and see which pink it says it's using. Abstract Beauty. The colours are Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Blushing Bride. So I think that's Blushing Bride. Magenta Madness. Right, okay, so let's use a bit of Magenta Madness then. So it's grey granite again. And Magenta Madness. Yeah, I think that's more of a match for the designer series paper. I think I possibly used the polished pink last time. I think this goes better with the designer series paper. There we go. Gosh, that's a bit neon. It's making my eyes go funny. Right, then I think the hair was Daffodil Delight. I want the paler grey granite. So I've gone over that twice, and you can then see that it's a bit paler. So all I need now is Daffodil Delight and the skin tones. I think I must have used those saffron before, but as you can see, it's quite a range of colours, which is lovely. So I'm really not being careful with my colouring. I would normally be much more careful. And now I just need the skin colour. So I'm going to do very pale papaya this time. It's going to go really pale when it dries. How about green eyes? Bright green eyes. Jade, just jade. Cute. I think she's cute. Now I've realised I've forgotten something. Let's just stick that down. I don't know if I'm going to be able to peel this up No, the ribbon is grey granite. But you know what? I've got this beautiful ribbon that I haven't used yet, which was part of the Crane suite, Crane of Fortune suite, satin. I'm going to give this a try. So bear with me. It's a bit wider, but I just fancy using it. If I can get into it. I should have had this open and ready. Can't even tell where the join is. Maybe it's there. That's it. Got it. So yeah, it's a little bit wider, but I do like that. Let's try and see what this looks like. And I'll probably just tie a knot. So I'm actually going to use tear and tape for this. I know it's a quick and easy, but I think I'm making a bit of a dog's dinner out of it, so I do apologise. Right, that's the top. Right, so my lovely contrast, beautiful. And I'm just going to tie a knot because it's quite thick, so a bow would really be too much. I think I've got a bit of adhesive on my scissors, so the ribbon's just stuck to it. There we go. That ribbon is stunning. And I'm just going to use a glue dot for that. Just cut a bit more off, that's too long. Right, glue dot. There we go. Now I'm ready to put my lady on. So the embossed one in the grey granite is just going to go straight on to the card base with no dimensionals, just so it's flat. And then this one is going to go on with dimensionals. Go. And then my sentiment, I seem to be accumulating scissors here. My sentiment is going to be, I think I'm going to do happy birthday again actually, because only got so many people that I can send the You're Strong and Brave to. So I've now got a collection of cards using the Vikings. Oh dear, that was terrible. I pushed down far too hard. Right, let's clean that and try again. So what I'm going to do next week is I'm going to show you, I'm going to make a little box / booklet that you could make. So if you made a collection and then you would put them in and give them as a gift. I'm going to use my Stampin' Right marker because I'm not colouring, so I just don't want to get any lines anywhere. And this one I've literally just, you can see that I've just angled and snipped. There we go. So card number 2, dimensionals. Yeah, I think so. I think I've got half a dozen of these Viking cards now, and they would actually make a really nice gift for somebody who could then use them to send to people. So I will show you that next week. There we go. That's a bit wide actually. Okay, not to worry. I'm gonna pop it up there. I don't really want it covering the whole circle. So slightly different ribbon, different designer series paper, and a slightly different layout. But I do like both of them. Okay, so the final card. This was also a You're Strong and Brave, so again I'll probably use the happy birthday, and on this one I just simply matted and laid the cardstock, and I've used a square doily. But what I thought actually was that it looks a bit, it's kind of missing something. So with this one I actually ran it through the, I think it's Tasteful Texture embossing folder. Yeah, Tasteful Textile embossing folder. So I don't know if you can see there compared to that. Oh, the doorbell's just gone. I'm hoping that's the postman, which we've been waiting eagerly for. So I'm just going to quickly put that together for you. We've been waiting for a parcel, so I'm really hoping that's my husband's parcel just arrived. But I can't stop to find out. So let's pop that. Right, which is the, okay. Are you there? Right, so, and then I'm going to use the whole doily this time, again glue dots, and I can put them right, actually I think I'll try, let's try this because it's going to go right behind the label, so it probably be able to use quite a bit. And I'm just popping that down. There we go. Now I've already stamped my lady, and I've already stamped my sentiment, and I've got the label. So let's pop the label on. And what I've done is I've coloured her and then I fussy cut her out. So that's, you know, it's going to take me a little bit longer, and I actually think it looks really good on that edge of that label. So you can choose to just you know, cut it, and like I have done on a bit of a rectangle, but I am gonna, so I won't make you sit and watch me colour her in. I'm gonna just cut her out and pop her on. So that's going to go right across where I put the glue, so you won't see any of that. There we go. You're strong and brave, you've got this, and I've already stamped that and done the end. And that's just going to go straight onto the label. So I'll just cut her out. I can colour her in when she's on there. And I'm just leaving a little edge of white around, which is what you get when you do the die cutting or the punching usually. And that means I can keep that little belt thingamajig, whatever you call it. There we go. Just trying to get all the little bits off my desk. So just literally keeping a little bit of a, and then I don't go right down the side of her face because that's just too hard. Just follow her fingers, but I'm not doing a huge amount of detail, just literally trying to follow. A bit too close to her bag there, but can't be helped. There we go. So I won't make you sit and watch me colour her in. I can do that separately, but literally she's just going to get glued on there. So that's real red, so her dress will be real red. I think that's Daffodil Delight. And then the grey for her hat. So the instructions will all be on my blog. As I said, if you spend £35 in my online store, you will get everything to do these cards except for the stamped images. You'll get the doilies, the labels, the designer series paper, and I will die cut the labels and everything you need. And I will also give you the ribbon that you will need. So I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love you to share and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.